I'm really excited to share a technique with you today that has the potential to totally change your productivity and get you some hours back in your day and make you feel really good at the end of the day for how productive you've been. It's a simple technique. It was developed in the late 1980s by a man called Francesco Cirillo. Not sure if I pronounced his name correctly, but the technique I can pronounce correctly. It's called the Pomodoro Technique. So basically, it is to set a timer for 25 minutes. You're allocating 25 minutes for a specific task and or part of a task, obviously depending how big the task is. And you set your timer and you focus 100% on that task. When the timer goes off, you stop what you're working on, you take a 5-minute break. It's recommended that you do that 4 times in a row with a 5-minute break, and then you start to take longer breaks. But obviously you can play with it. You can decide what works best for you. There's also a technique called the 52-17 technique. There's even an app, 5217 is the name of the app. And that was, some people thought that that was a better way to do it. Alternatively, what you can do is Pomodoro Technique. Instead of 25-5, you could do 50 minutes, 10 minutes. What I do, I prefer to stick with Pomodoro Technique personally. And if it is something that I'm writing or working on for a long time, then I will do 50 minutes with a 10-minute break. What's fantastic when I have a super productive day, I usually don't use Pomodoro all day. It's usually in the afternoons for a couple of hours. Like if you have a 3-hour stretch, you can do 6 Pomodoros, 6 times 25 with 5-minute breaks. Or if I have a 3-hour stretch, I can do, a 4-hour stretch, I could do, what I will do is 7 Pomodoros. So imagine you are working from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and you allocate 25 minutes and, well, first you look obviously at what you've got to achieve for that day. And then you say, okay, I'll do 25 minutes there, 25 minutes there. I would recommend doing, if you have 4 hours, to do 7 Pomodoros, and then you get 7 5 35 plus 25, you get an hour relax time. Or it's recommended that you stretch, you drink water, you move around a little bit in between your 25-minute stints. I really highly recommend you to try this out. You might blow yourself away at what you can achieve. Here's why it's so effective. Parkinson's law, which states that time expands or contracts according to the amount of time that we allocate to a task. For example, if you have, do you remember when you had exams in school and you suddenly crammed and got so much done in a little amount of time because suddenly there was urgency? It's the same, exact same thing for the Pomodoro Technique. When you have urgency and you know that there's only 5 minutes left, I have to really focus now, you're going to be much more disciplined and less likely to just scroll on Facebook or do something quickly or contact somebody quickly. You'll wait until your 25 minutes are finished before that's done. So I would highly recommend that you implement this every day, and you might just blow yourself away. But you've obviously got to practice it and do it over, give it a few weeks and play with it, and you'll see how it works best for you in your situation. Do let me know how you get on with it. Screenshot me your Pomodoro plan, with your tasks beside them, that you have, maybe you've got a task that you can do over 4 hours and you divide it into 7 different steps. So you can allocate 7 Pomodoros to it. Share it with us, inspire us in the Facebook group so that we too remember how effective this method is. Best of luck with it.